Right, rebuilding carbs. Well, I'm taking them to pieces. I ain't started actually rebuilding them yet. But as I keep telling you about this perfect storm, I've already found issues on these carburettors. Now, I obviously found seals were an issue. So, that's one issue. I've told you the floor tights are wrong. So that's two issues. I've also found that the jets, which are down here, right, are different. Now here, I've got 3.5 mil. I'm going to do it in new money because it'll be easiest way to measure, like with a vernier, like I'll show you in a second. And in here, I've got 2.5. Now I don't know how many turns is making what or whatever, but that's another one. So what we're up to now then, we're here. Seals, your floor tights. We've got your jets as 3. These are mucky. At the bottom of your float balls, they want to proper clean. Well, they're just full of shit. They're just full of, I nearly swore then. They're just full of crap. So they've not been cleaned out properly. So they want, like I say, want to go ultrasonic. Right, so, right, I'll go, you know, I have to start again, didn't I, really? In fact, I'll not start again, because, right, so that's 4. And then we've got leaking things, that's 5. This is what I'm saying about perfect. So there's no point me going on and like editing and changing and messing. But I just want to show you this. Now, these jets, you can actually, I don't know how well you can see. I'll try and fetch that up and see. I'll come to it back at camera. Can you see the jet in the middle at the bottom? Right, well actually, if you look, it's actually stepped down. Now, people understand them. So the jet is stepped down from the top collar. Now, if I measure this one, like I've just said to you, just put vernier on. It's pretty straightforward to do. Just grab it with your thumb. You might struggle a bit because verniers tend to get a bit tight in this area. So push that down. And I've got, make sure it's a job, check from side, check from side. Right, I've got 358. I'll do this one. Just put it in that one at 358, just purely by visually seeing. I can see I'm miles off. So we want to be in a bit. So on this one, 2.5. So I've got a discrepancy. Not hard to work it out. There's obvious, so whatever's gone off with these carburettors, right, as they've been set up, if cars never run, well, 1, 2, 3's richer than 4, 5, 6. So that's an issue straight away. That's going to tell you half of things going on, half of things are playing up. I mean, a lot of auxiliary bits here off carburetors, screws and that, they're just sat here in some thinners, just cleaning them off. So that's that. I'll pull you back in shortly, but what I'm going to do, I'm going to take the jets off, take the bottoms, I'll whip them round to me, I'll ultrasonic what I want. So these will be back together and they'll be back together right. So we'll pull you in a bit. Cheers. Touching you back in again, because this is my surfacing table. Oh, it's a bit of granite and I just stick pads on it. Now, the reason I'm fetching you back in, if you look at this here, when I come to see, you can see it. Now, can you see? There's like witness lines on top there, at different places. It's hard for you probably to pick it up. Now, what that is, that's where that rogue seal has been tightened up in different applications on this carburetors. Probably see it a bit better there. Now, I see them on top, so I'm just going to surface them off. But also on number 4, 5, 6, you see this on machining. Now this is it's not really much, but what it is, if I just surface them up on here, I mean you can see I've started. Well, then it'll be an absolute lovely seal, and I'll do exactly the same with a block-up manifold. Obviously, I'm not going to take a piece of granite out of manifold, but I'll just show you. So, all it is, on there, get your butterfly out of the way, not to cause any trouble. Up and down. Coming out now, look, you can see. So I've got a nice flat surface and I'm going to have an absolute lovely seal so I can control airflow and I can control fuel flow. Just about there. So I'm just pointing to show you that, but like I've said, them witness marks on that one do actually show we rubber seal of it. So amount of times it's probably been up and down and people taking them off, well, but then I'll just surface these up. These are off for ultrasonic. Also, this is all everything off the choke mechanism, which is here, which will go. So to make sure that's clean, because obviously it's got a jetted bottom, and we'll just check that all cavities are properly sewn to that. And then that's a bit further on doing them properly. So I'll pull it in a bit anyway. I'll probably pull it in when I've got them back, when I'm putting them together, but we just need to get them cleaned up properly and surfaced right, to be honest, to do a job right. Fetching everybody back in again. And here we are. First lot of carb stuff out of ultrasonic that I bought and brought in-house so I can look after my own stuff and I'm not like tied down. A guy who normally does my stuff, he were away anyway, he's away. So I wouldn't have got this far, so it's done now. So anyhow, what I'm showing you here is I'm showing you how it's all laid out and how everything is and how clean everything is. I mean, even down to, I mean, you look in bottom of the float balls now, they're absolutely lovely. Bottom at carburetors, they've had issues in the past, they've had plenty of issues, but now we've cleaned up, we've got contamination cleaned out, so we shouldn't be dragging stuff about. Silly, we've found out we've only got one inline filter in top at float ball, so we'll get another one of them, which I've got one. And body's absolutely perfect, really good. Air screws come up really nice, you know, like that. One's got a few little marks, but I've got it quid of a white round, and I think we're all right. Got a problem with them. It's not too much of an issue because you're balancing on ear on air screws. To be honest, that's just what I do, and that's just what I've done for years. And so, but if we did have to change one, it's not a problem. It's on outside. We ain't got a problem. As biggest culprit, I think, is this one. Now, I think this will have been causing is what he was saying about sooting up. Well, I mean, obviously they weren't right anyway with that seal. Excuse me, for starters. And so, I mean, but I think it's always had choke issues, this car, because these have been down, I don't know how many times. I can tell all over that people have been all over. But this one seems to be an issue. So, and obviously, where it were leaking all over, these linked to these go to the bottom at front carburettor. But what were wrong here, I mean, this book here, which, I mean, if you're into this sort of thing, well, you might not be bothered. You're probably in your hands. Now, this shows everything regarding the thermo. Everything regarding this set of carburettors. Now, it's SU carburettor company, it's spare parts. I don't even know if it's available now. But I've had this years and years and years. But I can probably find this picture in Jag manuals anyway. So, but this is like your Bible. Like I always go on about manuals. And I know you think, here he goes, here he goes. Well, I do go on because if it's in here, it belongs in here. So, like, with loads of problems with this thermo. Now, this thermo, so I get onto Burnell fuel, I've dealt with him for years, I find all washers I want, I find everything I want. So we go through this, silly things here, like that's for attaching your thermo, that's an aluminium washer. Now, it looks steel to me, but it's Ali, I can see it's Ali. It is aluminium, it's just grade aluminium. Now, the bolt that holds it to the float ball was absolutely destroyed. That's water and just, it sat there corroding it away. So, that bolt, I mean, I don't know how well you can see, but it's simple fix. You can probably see that. Well, we just put a new one in. It's available. A lot of stuff for SUs are available. I've never known SUs really, I've never known me struggle. So, also, fibre washers for correct places. Steel washers for correct places. Also, steel washers for top lid on your float ball. Bottom washers for you to allow a touch of air in. Your top ball washers. Also, what is your needle jet, new adjusters. For a simple reason, the other ones were so bent they tried to say, well, I don't think they've done out with them. I don't think they even knew what they did. So we've got new ones of them so we can get a correct flow tie. So I know I'm going on more, obviously, fibre washers more, but all these are for the right thing. So these will now go together, all nuts and bolts that we didn't go in ultrasonic. I mean, I could have done, but I needed to put them in a separate jar, and it means taking room up, which I can't process other stuff in time I've got. So I was just trying to save a bit of time with machines. So they're just sat in, carburettor cleaner, brake cleaner, clean them up. I mean, that's all my working, so in thermo, everything's doing what it should do. Solenoid's working, everything's doing. Jet looks fine. Same with these jet needles. Everything looks pretty. Everything. I think it's been renewed at some time. Even needles look good, very good. So, what I'm going to do here now, I'm going to obviously not today, but these will start getting assembled, which I'll video because I've got into knacker sort of like letting you follow me about with stuff now. I keep clicking camera, phone on. That's all we have. We don't have a camera, and you'll get a follow up now. But this one will show you me basically from dropping them, showing you issues, what I knew I'd got on carburettors, a bit of surface work, and well, you'll be watching it, so you're going to see it all. It's going to be a step through for you, and a step through to building them correctly. And it done to just a bit of paper down when you're doing them like this, get them back together, make a job. Same when you're on car, everything's nice and clean. And while you've got them off, if you've got a car that needs looking at underneath, well, get it done, because you've got a lot more room. So I'm going to leave this video at that. I hope you enjoy it, because, I mean, sometimes you probably can't get a grasp where I come from or how I do things, but you'll see end result, because if your carbs are right, I've said it before, your car's right. You know, good fuel supply, good clean tank, good filtering line, which will actually put element in this one, in this car. Good fuel coming up, good delivery. But it's a bit of timing with car. Bit of timing. You've got to be a little bit careful with 2.8s, because they did have an habit with pistons in past, like, but I'll explain why that happened some other time. But so I hope you've enjoyed this video. So give me a like if you would. Subscribe to the channel if you want to see more stuff like this, because it's probably be a bit long with other two bits that are attached on and that. So, but anyhow, so pass a comment to know if you want to know. That's enough of me going on, so I'll leave it with you.